What's good, everybody, man? It's your favorite boy, Mr. LT, back with another video, man. And we got this Bird versus KD debate. Now, I'm going to say Troy believes that Larry Bird is good. I'm rocking with this dude up here. This Chinese dude over here, I don't know yet. I want to hear their argument. Y'all know the rules with me, man. I love arguing with people about Larry Bird because they feel like they don't really know their knowledge. And they don't know the aspect of it. So, I really don't be trying to... I don't want to judge them before we get into it. But we're going to go ahead and check this video out, man. If y'all like me checking out videos like this, man, make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Because what is you doing if you're not with the crew? Rock with the game and go ahead and turn that subscribe button gray. So we're going to go ahead and get into this video, man. JK, Troy, what is that? Boo Whoop, and G Baby. We into this. Let's see what's going on.
So for me, it's Larry. But I get what G Baby says about being more skilled. I just disagree with it. I think Larry's more skilled and he's greater. But I agree with what Buop said. Like KD could end up possibly being greater. But he's not got to do just some shit. He's got to do a lot of shit.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, it's too much. It's too much for KD to do that.
I don't know if there's enough time left for him to do this.
That young buck coming out of him. Hey, G Baby is hot right now. That young buck is coming out of him. He's like... What you mean? You want to get on the side with the Kings. You want to be a part of the big three. You got a long way to go. Think about it. LeBron James trying to get in there. And I love you, KD. You ain't no LeBron. The same.
Even amount to Bird's, what Bird was on the field, like on the floor, what he was on the floor, KD, like what does he have to do to amount to that? Like, Bird was that guy on the floor. Like, you got people talk about Mikal and Parrish. I watched a couple of games, and Mikal and Parrish was skilled. But they don't get most of what they were getting on without Bird being there. I watched the game where Bird had three bad quarters. And in the fourth quarter, when the game was on the line, he clutches up and wins the game for us. Like, and he did it over and over and over. 24 times did he have game-tying shots. 4 times did he hit buzzer beater game winner. Like, Larry was clutch. Let's look back at that play, Isaiah Thomas inbound. What does Larry do? Show Isaiah that he has enough space to get the pass off and jumps it, passes it. To have the awareness to do that is crazy, bro. It's crazy. I love KD. KD's my guy. I love KD. But I don't think KD, in my opinion, can surpass Bird. I'm sorry. What Bird did for the game alone, KD ain't doing that for the game. Yeah, skilled, I would agree. KD is more skilled. But I'm kind of with GK too. I think Bird bag is deep. I just don't think people know what Bird has in that bag.
And I agree, but I want to go ahead and add a little more to it. The reason why the cave is so vast, or the mountain is so vast to just get past Larry Bird, it's not just the fact that Larry Bird was an offensive juggernaut. It's not just the fact that he made his team a winning team and never left. It's the fact that KD don't go out there every night and give 130%. KD can't seem to understand or grasp the fact that he is got to be the center of the team. He has to make all the correct options to his team. I think KD could learn to surpass Larry Bird, but when I say could learn, I'm not saying he ever will. I'm saying he could learn to pass Larry Bird, but it's going to be too late. He's going to be old, and when it's at the time of his life where he realized, I can't do everything physically, I need to get other people involved. And that's when it's going to dawn on him. Okay, that's what it is. Larry Bird, I feel like I want to say he came into the game 100% not physically gifted. But he knew if he had the right pieces around him, okay, this guy, even if I don't trust him to make these shots, if I can get the ball to him, he might be able to make this. He has a better chance than I do when I got 3 people on me. Larry Bird, okay, I got it to space. You give me just an inch of space, I can use it for a mile. So the whole aspect of Larry Bird being better than Kevin Durant is very easy to make that argument, just because the simple fact is KD has not learned yet that his physical body isn't going to always win him games. That's what it comes down to. KD hasn't learned yet that in the big moments, he needs to be the one taking those shots. KD has not learned yet that as a player, it's not about who's on your team. It's about what you do with what's on your team. You get what I'm saying? But I'm going to let these guys continue. Troy's giving me some good props. I thought J.K. was gonna be on some wild stuff, but he doing his thing. Okay,
he played the whole game left-handed and scored what 49 points or 40-some points.
Right. Give or take.
Yeah, and they said skilled scorer, and I was like, okay, that's a better word for it. It's just when I said skilled, I was like, all right, if I like just as a basketball player, who do I think is just better just from my eyes? Yeah, I say Larry, but I mean, I'm sorry, I said KD, but
I was gonna say,
my bad. KD,
but what I am looking at, man, and what are you looking at? Are you saying better shooter? Because KD, Larry Bird takes that. Are you saying a better passer? Because Larry Bird takes that. Are you saying he's a better rebounder? I'll give that to KD. Are you a defender? I give that to Larry Bird. I don't mind. I mean, I'll probably tie them on defense. They both kind of iffy on defense. They both not great at defense. If you want to talk about clutch shots, I'm taking Larry Bird. If you want to talk about game winners, I'm taking Larry Bird. If you're talking about free throws, I'm taking Larry Bird. So when I look at this, so what picture are you talking about? Are you talking about athletically wise? Because, KD stands at 7 foot tall, and Larry's only, what is he, 6'9", 6'7", 6'8", something like that? So what are you looking at? KD is a little bit more toned, and Larry Bird is a little bit more, like just regular built. What are you looking at to say, oh, KD physically is more gifted than this person? When you look at the stats already add up in Larry Bird's favor. So I don't know. No.
I know I'm young. I know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
98 born and stuff. So
I'm 90. I'm 95.
But
I can't give you that.
I'm very old school. Shout out to my dad for instilling that in me. I'm very old school.
That's how.
One thing I was always told, finish what you start. Mm-hmm. Like, so I'm not really a fan of asking for trades mid-season. I'm not really a fan of, trying to hold out and all that. But
okay.
I do not like how you was up 3-1. Choked too. Like, I know everybody want to put it on Westbrook. Game 6, KD was not hooping. I was watching that game like, yo, KD, what are you doing, bro? This is not you.
Settling. He was settling.
Absolutely.
One thing, G, baby, before you continue. I'm so godly. You say, I'm going to pop it back up on the screen. I hate when that comes up, the argument about Bird left-hand game. He scored 10 out of his 21 buckets with his left hand, not the whole game. So if you go watch tape, and what is his teammate saying in that game? What is the opponent saying in that game? That he shitted on them with his left hand. That's what his opponents are saying. He shitted on them with his left hand. That's his opponents and his teammates. So
do you not?
Okay. The comment is correct. Before they even go farther, the comment is correct. The reason why it's called the left hand game is because he did damage with his left hand. It wasn't the whole game. I'm not gonna lie and say, yeah, he just worked him with the left hand. But we know we call it the left hand game because he did so great with his left hand. So the comment's not wrong. Neither of them are wrong, but you shouldn't. I don't know, man. I'm one of them guys who want to be politically correct at everything. So when you say, well, he did everything with his left hand, like, yeah, he did a lot with his left hand, but he didn't do everything. We saw shots that he made with his right. We saw threes he took with his right, layups. We know he did. But the game is more known for the left hand because it's like, bro, you went and gave us, 20 points with your left hand. That's it. 20 points, like, and you ain't even left-handed? Like, you see what I'm saying?
I know how impressive it is for him to just score 4 of them.
Points with his left hand, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's impressive.
And Bird did say, quote, I'm going to try to play the majority of the game with my left hand. And they say he played about 3/4 with his left hand. Go watch the tape.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say about KD is, though, I do think, like, if he somehow, because it's very realistic that he probably get 30,000 career points. That's very realistic. And if he wins another title, another Finals MVP, I think that'll be enough.
So what about Bird's? What about Bird's three MVPs regular season back to back? Last player to ever do it. One of 3. It's only 3 people in NBA history, and he was the last to do it in the 80s. Nobody in his modern era. None of the evolution. None of that.
Listen, I'm not taking that away from him. That's part of his resume, right? But I don't factor MVPs, right? Like that's the trump card in this debate, because if that's the case, Steve Nash, he won back-to-back MVPs. Like it
That's
weighs.
questionable though.
Larry
Bird and every Larry Bird, if you go look at Larry Bird's prime, every year of his prime, he was top 3 in MVP votes.
I'm not taking. That's what I'm saying. I know what Larry was. I'm not taking that from him. He was a great player. The problem for Larry is that he don't have the longevity, right? He had a short career. Not a real short career, but it should
wasn't as long as other people. You know?
It wasn't just as long.
I agree then.
That's all I'm saying. And when KD gets done, he's going to have about 9,000 to 10,000 more points than Larry Bird. He will have the same amount of rings as Larry Bird. I'm just saying I have to still look at it. I'm not saying to be definitive. So I think that'll put him more in the conversation.
Larry has 3, right?
So what makes this man think that KD will have as many championships as Larry Bird? Because I'm not getting it right now. He's not even winning with Brooklyn. Where's he gonna go? Is he gonna team up with LeBron next? Because if you consider that, I'm just gonna say I'm tired. I'm done. The league is over with.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
You saying KD gonna get one more?
If he at least get one more, I think that would put him in the conversation. Like,
so what about the 10-time All-Star, 9-time first All-Star? Like, I think he's like, when you look at it, 3-time defensive, where does KD surpass him on that defensive end?
It's got to be, honestly, and it's got to be All NBA. I hold that to more weight than I do All Stars.
That's why I said I didn't even
absolutely. It's just when you started saying 10-time All-Star, I'm like,
no, I said 10-time NBA. I meant 10-time NBA, not All-Star. He was 12-time All-Star. He was 10-time NBA, 9-time first team.
KD like a 9-time All NBA, something like that. He's gonna catch them, and that's just due to longevity.
Well, hold on.
Is KD as clutch as Bird? Because I think Bird don't get enough.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
That guy.
Yeah,
so listen, I want to say this.
I think he's not a Troy.
I know. I'm just asking questions. I'm just trying to make it interesting.
I want to say this. Like, let's say Kyrie is still whatever, not fully on or off, or Simmons or whatever. Like, if I can see KD,
that's a good question,
predominantly, like if he were to win this year and he's not getting any kind of crazy help from Kyrie or Simmons, right? And it's basically him. Then I'll give him some flowers. But is that like if he can get past Embiid, if he can get, I don't know if he can somehow win, but if he were, I'll give him his flowers a little bit. But would that still end up like overpassing Bird? No. I would have to see him do it like two at least times, 2 or 3 times with good context, not just like, all right, he was supposed to win because he was on a stacked team, and they won because that's what they were supposed to do.
And like those rings, I'm sorry. I know everybody's like, oh, well, he got.
Oh, fucking. Somebody's about to say it. Somebody outside of me is about to say it. Somebody's about to say those rings with the Warriors, I'm sorry, they do not count because of the simple fact of the matter is you went to a super team. The same thing with LeBron James. You went to Miami. That is a super team. It don't count. It don't hold no weight. Yours with Anthony Davis, super team. It don't count. Oh.
In a 7-game series with the Rockets, that was one time. It's not like it was a tooth nail battle through the playoffs. You know what I mean? It's not like he was. No, there was one series KD was in with the Warriors where it went 7 games. Mm-hmm. I don't think he was ever in a tough series ever. Other than that Rockets was.
That's what I'm saying, and I was a KD fan. I wanted him to come back and be like, "Yo, run it back again next year," and run it back again next year, and I want to see KD beat them the following year, saying like, "All right, you beat me, now I'm gonna beat you."
Because they would have. I guarantee you, if they would have ran it back.
Bro, and then if KD won this following, if he stayed, beat them, won the whole thing the following year, then I would still be on the KD bandwagon. Like I would. But the fact that it didn't go like that, it just, oh my God, I hate it.
Coming into this game. My fault. All right, that was the end of that video, man. All right, man. I agree with these guys. I like how G Baby kind of came around and was like, okay, I can understand where everybody's coming from in situation on Larry Bird. That's some stuff that I could agree upon. When I look at this, I'm like, okay, you got KD is very, very talented, very special guy. But it's just so hard to surpass some of these older guys because these older guys put in a different type of work than the newer guys will ever understand. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. But if you guys did enjoy this video, man, make sure y'all leave me a like. Subscribe to this channel. Turn your notifications on. Leave me some comments and let your boy know. KD or Larry Bird. It's your choice. You let me know in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Peace.